Can we throw one down, man? Can we throw one ball?
Dak has played like ass today.
What the hell, Dak?
Wow.
Cooper the game.
Wow.
Cooper in the game. Cooper the game.
Wow, man.
You gonna play like ass, Dak? Cooper the game.
Okay, because this is the last time you were
Cooper the game.
Yeah.
This last time
What was that?
for sub.
What was that? What was that? I need Cooper.
I'm going to say,
He was throwing directly to the defense.
I feel like that guy.
That was directly to the
I
defense.
feel like
Who was
that
throwing
guy
to?
right now.
Who was
I have to say it.
Who was that?
Terrible game by Dak Prescott.
Dad.
That was a stupid throw.
I
think you need to-
Stupid throw. What a bad play. Stupid throw. Stupid throw. What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope you guys are having a great day. It is Saturday. We got the Senior Bowl. The NFL is reliving all the Super Bowls and stuff. We've seen the Eagles Super Bowl earlier. Now we're seeing the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl win and things like that. And we're Cowboy fans, and we're sitting at home watching everybody else as the world goes by, but that's okay. Now, I've been accused of being a Dak Prescott defender, a Dak Prescott lover, a non-Cowboy fan, just a Dak Prescott guy and things, but that's okay. I'm okay being the guy that's actually trying to bring you guys some truth in advertising. You know, that clip right there was against the Eagles, where we had a Dak Prescott interception, but we ended up being that we turned around and we won. Now, all the offseason has been focusing in on Dak Prescott's interceptions. You know, the thing you always hear is Dak Prescott and David Mills, you know, they both had the same amount of interceptions. In fact, Dak Prescott had more of them, you know, in less games, which is true. I can't dispute that. Now let me make sure I'm clear here. I don't want Dak Prescott having interceptions. I don't. I want Dak Prescott, of course, to be making touchdown passes, winning games, and hopefully going to the Super Bowl. I want to wear this with pride after the Cowboys win a Super Bowl. I just hope that I'm going to be strong enough to hold it up when it eventually happens, because I might be getting old. But here's one of those things. See, this is where the talking heads in the shows bamboozle you, because they go and they focus in on one single thing. Right? And so they're going to say Dak Prescott, Davis Mills, they're the same guy. But here's the thing. Here's a little statistic that I'm going to give you. A little statistic that I'm going to give you guys that they're not really giving you. Okay? True. Dak Prescott this year had more interceptions than any year he's had before. And it's bad. I agree. I don't want to see that. Beyond Dak having misreads, because some of them were on him. But you also have to look at it and say, when the ball is thrown perfectly between defenders and it's in Noah Brown's hands and he hits the ball up in the air and the defender intercepts it, I don't know how you put that on the quarterback. So yes, many of those interceptions were on Dak. Some of them were on the receivers. But here's the thing that they don't give you when they keep talking about Dak Prescott. Let's look at some numbers here, okay? And again, we've got Dak Prescott leading the NFL with interceptions, 15. You hate to see that. And right there beside him is Davis Mills, who's got 15 as well. And you don't want to be Davis Mills and be a veteran quarterback that's getting $40 million a year. You don't. But right there behind him, you have Josh Allen with 14. You have Kirk Cousins with 14. You have Derek Carr with 14. Now, granted, I will give you that they had more games. Now, let's look at something else here right now. Let's take a look at this. TD passes, okay? Because in the end, this is what matters. Pat Mahomes, 41 TD passes, right? Josh Allen, 35 TD passes. That's great. Joe Burrow, 35. Little old Geno with 30 TD passes. Kirk Cousins with 29. Jared Goff with 29. Aaron Rodgers with 26. Justin Herbert with 25. Tom Brady at 25. Tua with 25. Derek Carr at 24. And then here at 13, Dak Prescott with 23. Now, in the same way they say, well, Dak Prescott leads the NFL in interceptions and less games. Dak Prescott has got more touchdown passes than Jalen Hurts and Andy Dalton and Davis Mills and all these guys who had more games to throw them. But you can't really compare those final numbers that way. The way you really actually need to compare those numbers is how many TD passes does he throw a game? And I've looked, and there's not a statistic there, and I don't see a percentage there. But I went ahead and did the math on a few players. Pat Mahomes leads the NFL in touchdown passes per game at 2.4 touchdown passes per game. So that means basically every week you should expect to see 2.5 touchdown passes from Pat Mahomes. So some weeks it might be 2, some weeks it'll be 3. And that averages out to 2.5 touchdown passes a game. The next two are Joe Burrow and Josh Allen, who are both averaging the exact same 2.1 TD passes a game. So every week you should go in there and game plan and say, we're going to go ahead and get 2 touchdown passes every week from our starting quarterback. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Sounds actually really good. All right, so going down the list, Geno Smith, he had 30 TD passes this year. He's a 1.7. You look at Kirk Cousins, 1.7. You know, Kirk Cousins, of course, yay, that's great. Aaron Rodgers, a 1.5. So every week last year, Aaron Rodgers was expected to get 1.5 TDs. But I know what you're saying, but, Aaron Rodgers, he lost Devontae Adams. He didn't have a lot of talent around him. Yeah, that's true. But a person that we hear so much about how great he is as a young talent, and literally, the sky's the limit, is Justin Herbert, right? That he's one of the young guns. He's head and shoulders better than Dak Prescott. He's just the bomb diggity, right? He's a 1.4 last year. That's lower than what Aaron Rodgers was last year. Huh. Now, here's where Dak Prescott is, because, he only had 23 touchdown passes. Mind you, he only played in 12 games. And in those 12 games, he's 4th in the NFL at 1.9. So every week, you could pretty much look at last year and say, Dak Prescott's going to throw you 2 touchdown passes a game. And there are only 3 other players in the NFL that were getting more touchdown passes than anybody else. Again, Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Josh Allen. Everybody else, and I'm talking Tom Brady. Tom Brady was about a 1.3. Yeah. And I don't want to hear this stuff because, see, now what we're told is a quarterback elevates the players around him. Right? The quarterback elevates the players around him. We didn't have exactly great talent. You can't look at our wide receiver core and say that, the Raiders had better talent. I don't think you can, because Derek Carr only had 24 TD passes, only one more than Dak Prescott in 15 games. I dare say that they had, going to get Devontae Adams, better talent right there, as well as other teams. So here's the thing. I'm not trying to say that Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in football. Okay? I'm not. But as I look here and I see guys that people are saying we need to go get, We need that guy. Here's the thing. You got a top 4 guy who throws touchdown passes. Top 5. You work on getting a few more weapons. I mean, let's say he had, better weapons. I guarantee you, if you ended up getting, let's just say hypothetically, you were able to get Stephon Diggs here to go with CeeDee Lamb. I'm betting that those touchdown passes per game will go up even further. I'm betting with the West Coast offense, that'll go up there a little further too. And I'm betting with better talent that's getting separations, that those interceptions will go down. Those interceptions that they're focusing in on get negated when you're throwing more touchdown passes. See, here's the difference. With Davis Mills, he threw an interception per game and 1 touchdown per game. So that means it's a wash. Dak threw an interception a game, okay, but he's throwing 2 touchdown passes. It more than makes up for it. So don't get falling into the hype, okay? Don't get falling into this bullshit hype that they're putting out, okay? All right. Go ahead, Dak Prescott haters. Bring it on, because I'm going to find more things to prove you wrong. Peace out.